Why it sucks to be Leia Organa. You come into the galaxy on a lifeless rock drifting in space. No warm lullabies, no gentle hands. Only cold lights, antiseptic air, and the hum of droids on Polis Massa. The first sound you should have heard was your mother's voice, but Padme Amidala is already gone. Your father is not gone, but he is no longer the man he once was. Anakin Skywalker has vanished, leaving only Darth Vader, the shadow of all that was lost. Your story begins with separation. You are a twin, but you will never grow up with your brother. He is hidden away on a desert world beneath twin suns. You are given to strangers with a crown, a palace, and a new name. Leia Organa, Princess of Alderan. From the very beginning, you are not allowed to be yourself. You are a secret disguised as royalty. Alderan is a paradise. Mountain peaks gleam in the sun, rivers run clear, the air itself feels untouched. Bail and Breha Organa raise you with love, but also with purpose. Alderan does not raise idle children, it raises leaders. Your childhood is filled with posture lessons, debates, and speeches rehearsed until your voice does not shake. Bail teaches you the value of peace, but also warns that peace is fragile, and the Empire is always waiting to take it away. The galaxy proves him right sooner than you expect. At 9 years old, you are kidnapped, stripped from safety, held in the dark, reduced to nothing more than leverage. You survive only because Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi who had long vanished into exile, steps into danger again to rescue you. You do not yet understand why, but you know this much. Being a princess is not protection. It is a target painted on your back. You harden quickly. By your teenage years, you are already living two lives. By day, the youngest senator in the Imperial Senate, poised and articulate in its grand halls. By night, a conspirator, moving secret codes, carrying hidden messages, feeding the growing rebellion with information. Every banquet is a cover operation. Every gown conceals treason. You learn to speak with charm and strike with silence. Then, the galaxy takes everything from you. The Death Star fires. Alderan, your home of mountains and music, of rivers and laughter, is obliterated in a single moment. 2 billion lives vanish in green light. There are no ruins to bury, no ashes to scatter, only silence. And you are forced to watch from a prison cell as Tarkin smiles. 18 years old, and your world has been reduced to nothing. You endure. The next day, you are on Yavin 4, calm and steady, directing pilots toward the weakness in the weapon that killed your people. They fly, they fight, and the Death Star explodes. The galaxy celebrates. But Alderaan does not return. Your parents do not return. The void inside you still remains. From then on, war defines you. Hoth, Endor, you march through ice trenches, crouch in bunkers heavy with mildew and fear. You are captured, tortured by Darth Vader, your father, though you do not yet know it. You endure by refusing to yield. Defiance becomes the core of who you are. When the Empire finally collapses on Endor, the truth emerges. Vader, the monster who tormented you, was once Anakin Skywalker. And Anakin Skywalker was your father. The blood that destroyed your world runs in your veins. The revelation is not freedom. It is another weight you are forced to carry. Still, you continue. You marry Han Solo, the man who can make you laugh even when nothing else can. For a time, there is light. In 5 ABY, on the day the Empire surrenders, you give birth to your son. You name him Ben, after Obi-Wan. For one moment, you allow yourself to believe the curse is broken. It is not. The galaxy does not forget your bloodline. When your parentage becomes known, the Senate turns on you. To them, you are not a hero of the rebellion. You are the daughter of Darth Vader. And while they whisper in the halls of power, your son is falling in the shadows. Luke trains him, but darker voices speak louder. Ben succumbs. He takes a mask and the name Kylo Ren. The child you carried, the boy you raised, is gone. Then comes the moment that destroys what remains of your heart. Han walks across a bridge, calling to your son, pleading with him to come home. You feel it through the Force when the Crimson Blade ignites, when Ben kills his father. Han falls into the void, murdered by his own child. Your body collapses, though you are light years away. You should stop. You could stop, but you never do. You gather what remains of your allies and forge the resistance. You lead frightened recruits against an enemy that looks too much like the Empire you already defeated. You command until your strength itself falters, and when the son you raised slips into shadow, when Han reaches for him and the bond you built as a family shatters, you endure. Even hollowed, even breaking, you spend what remains of your strength through the Force, reaching for your child one last time. He hears you. He turns. But for you, there is no peace, no rest, only the burden of carrying the hope of others. And still, your life holds more trials. Peace never follows you. After Endor, you are thrust into politics once again. Chief of State of the New Republic. Twice. It sounds noble, but it means endless betrayals, assassination attempts, and debates that drag on longer than wars. While Luke rebuilds the Jedi with lightsabers, you rebuild a government with speeches and words you discover cut far deeper. At home, you have 3 children, Jaina, Jacen, and Anakin. For a while, there is laughter. For a while, you almost believe. But darkness always returns. Palpatine rises again, housed in a cloned body. He even tries to claim your unborn child. You and Luke fight him, defeat him again, but by then you know evil never truly dies. The Yuuzhan Vong arrive. They do not just conquer. They twist planets into horrors, enslave billions, and torture without end. You are captured, scarred, left with wounds no healer can erase. You endure, but the galaxy takes your youngest son. Anakin Solo dies at 16, leading a suicide mission. 16. Your grief shatters you. Your marriage with Han fractures. You stop speaking. Only the war drags you back into motion. But the galaxy has not finished. Jacen, your thoughtful son, the one who once questioned everything, falls. He becomes Darth Sadus, a tyrant, plunging the galaxy into civil war. And the one who ends him is not you. It is Jaina, his twin. She strikes him down, and you are left to hold her as she sobs over her brother's body. One son gone as a boy, another corrupted and slain, a daughter forced to kill her twin, and you remain, carrying what none of them can. When Luke dies, you feel it tear through the Force. Another piece of your soul is gone. In the end, you take Jacen's daughter, Alana, into your care, trying to give her the peace you never had. And when your story is finally written, it does not read like destiny. It reads like punishment. Why does it suck to be Leia Organa? Because from the moment you were born, you were never allowed to simply be yourself. You lost your mother at birth. You lost your father to darkness. You lost your planet to fire. You lost your husband to your son's blade. You buried your children. You outlived your twin. Every time you gave enough, the galaxy demanded more. The galaxy called you hope, and it was right. But hope was never a gift. Hope was a cost, and you paid it with everything. Your home, your family, your joy, and finally, your life. And that is why it sucks to be Leia Organa.